Hello, everybody. Welcome to Secret Spaces, October 18th edition. We do these every week at 4 p.m. UTC. Today, we're extremely thrilled to be hosting the Secret Agency, our top community contributors, talking about the program's growth and the future of the agency. We recently published their Q3 report. You can view it on the Secret Network blog. Sit tight for a second while we get more of these guys here on stage, and you'll learn a lot more about the agency, where that came from. But just give it a hot moment and please share this link around with your communities. If you've been hearing about Secret Agents or Secret Network, please just share this link with anybody who could be interested. This is probably the most important space to attend if you're just a community member trying to figure out how to get more involved with the network. The Secret Agency is the front door. They got dozens of working groups working on affecting change for the ecosystem, shipping wins, making sure privacy is something that gets adopted in Web3, and we're thrilled to have them with us today. So just give us a second, we'll get them all up. We'll kick off in just a second. We also, of course, have our usual Secret Spaces badge to claim. This is a very special one issued by the Secret Agency. We'll give you that claim code in a second, but of course, first we need to get everybody on here. Also have Patrick up here with myself. This is Tor from the Secret Network account. Patrick is also with Secret Foundation. We're happy to continue hosting these on behalf of the ecosystem to feature more and more of the great contributors from all around the network. I am told the announcements are out on all channels. I assume they've been sent around to Secret Discord, Secret Telegram, et cetera, et cetera. They're all out on Twitter as well. We would love for you to send them to all your friends on all your communities. Let them know that this is a very important and special one because it's all about how you can get more deeply involved in the Secret ecosystem and get rewarded for it. So please jump in here, but let's kick off. We're 7 minutes after the hour. We are here with the Secret Agency talking about the secret badges and secret spaces and all that good stuff. But most importantly, talking about the people that are involved in the program. And with that said, I'll hand it off to everybody that we've got up here on stage. Quickly give a personal introduction. I'm stressing quickly only because I know we have so much to get to, but if you're up here on stage, please introduce yourself and your role inside Secret Agency.
I guess I'll start. Hi, everybody. I'm Skrilla. I'm one of the Secret Network, Secret Agency leaders, and I lead the engagement, universities, events, and beta testers working groups. So if you're interested in any of those, then speak to me. And there's also a new working group that we've just started today that I'll tell you about a bit later.
I'm Wesley. I'm a Secret Agency lead as well, mainly focusing on international growth in social media and everything internally. So that's me.
My name's Melch. I am the lead of the university working group and the new lead of the agency's event coordination and the Secret Service team that we activate for in real life events. Excited to give some details on that later.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Brendan from Whispernode, and I am one of the original founding members of the Secret Agency and kind of just have my hands involved in a lot of different things, mainly concerned with like overall strategy and onboarding of new agents. So welcome to everyone and happy to be working alongside these other guys up here.
Hey guys, I'm Paul Black. I'm the lead for Secret Network Africa. Yeah, it's good to be here.
I think that's everybody now. Yeah, there was quite a lot of speakers.
Cool.
This is not all of us as well.
No, of course not. No. The secret agents are legion.
Yeah, well, Ertuman, who leads education, and Sean, who leads design, couldn't be here today, but they're going to be listening in later on.
Well, glad we have as many of you today that we do. Let's get right into it. But first, of course, we should drop the secret badge claim details. If you've never minted a secret NFT, these are free to mint secret NFTs. The link to mint your very own secret badge for attending today's event is actually in the pinned tweet. So Patrick has pinned a tweet here. Follow the link there to see today's secret badge, honoring the secret agent program. Show your support for the secret agents. Show that you were here. The claim code, I'm told, is agents. All one word, all capital letters, agents, AGENTS. And that's going to let you mint a very special badge from attending today's space. It will only be available for a very short time and then never again. So please ensure that you get these Spaces badges minted if you want to keep showing your support for the ecosystem, and they're also just really fun to mint. So with that done, that's the housekeeping. Let's get straight into the meat. What is the secret agency? That's the burning question. People may not really understand what secret agency does, what secret agents do all over the world, why it exists, what the mission is. There's a lot that we could say, but let's talk about what secret agency is today, and maybe the best place to start is where did this idea of the secret agency come from? What did this program grow out of? And then let's talk about like what is agency today? How has it evolved, and why is it an even better opportunity for community members now more than ever?
So the secret agency kind of had its origins back when Secret Network was the Enigma project, if you guys remember, back in 2017. And back then we kind of had this core group of contributors. I think we called it the Enigma Collective. And as part of that collective, there were just a few of us that were engaged directly with the Enigma team, and we would kind of help out on day-to-day activities like business development, design, doing research on staking protocols back before proof of stake was really a thing. And it was just a neat way for community members to get involved with the core team and really help contribute to the project's success. So when the entire kind of rebrand happened and Secret Network was built in the Cosmos, we wanted to kind of take that original collective idea and expand upon it and really create this new program that allowed this blossoming community to really contribute to the ecosystem in a lot of different ways. So that's kind of the history behind it. And maybe Skrilla, you want to talk about kind of where we've learned upon some of those lessons and kind of where we're taking the program now.
Yeah, absolutely. So where Secret Agency is now, we are an early stage DAO, and our intention is to perform governance by contribution. So everybody that joins Secret Agent and contributes to the adding value to the Secret Network will be offered the chance to drive the direction of the agency DAO. So we've just got the DAO set up, and we're just trying to figure out how to make the governance as fair as possible at the moment. So that's where we're at with all that. But Secret Agency has evolved from being kind of traditional ambassadors program to being much, much more than that. We are kind of the go-between between all of the different moving parts of the network. We perform things like testing for DApp teams. We do a lot of representation at events and universities around the world. We make educational articles and design content. We do several international communities and moderation and translation of all those materials into different languages. And we also maintain a social media presence and our own branding as well. So there's a lot going on. We do have some new activities that we're bringing in as well as we try and perform the best duties that we can to the Secret Network. So yeah, I think we're going to go through each one of those later on. But really, there's a space in Secret Agency for anyone with any skill sets, as long as if you're looking to start a Web3 career, or you just want to learn more, then we've got a space for you to come and do that in an environment where you'll be trained and mentored and helped by a very active community of like-minded people. And yeah, we'd just like to invite anyone that's listening to this spaces to join via secret.network/agents. So I'll post a link in the comments as well, and you can just go ahead and follow that to join us. And yeah, I guess with a little bit of introduction, we can talk about some of our working groups achievements over the last quarter. We just kind of finished Q3. It was the first 3 months of the DAO setup. So we actually divided the tasks of the Secret Agency into several different working groups. And then we discovered that we needed to add more working groups because people wanted us to perform more tasks. So yeah, I'll kind of start with the engagement and recruitment, because that's usually the first place people jump off into the agents program. So these working groups are for people who like to recruit their friends, who like to build communities. We've onboarded just over 4,000 secret agents over the last quarter, and we consider 50% of them to be fully onboarded. So a ballpark figure for most of these ambassador programs, you probably fully onboard about 11% of your initial signups. So that's considering they've signed up to all the social medias, they've integrated within the community, they've watched some educational videos. All of that stuff is considered to become fully onboarded. So we've smashed it on the fact that we've got 50% fully onboarded, but we're always looking to bring that number closer to the amount of people that have signed up. So we have a whole HQ platform which links into all of your social networks, so Discord, Twitter, and YouTube, Twitch as well. We're bringing in, and in there you can complete missions, you can earn points, you can get NFTs for ranking up, and also crypto rewards as well. You can gain status within the community, build a reputation, and as you perform tasks at different levels, let's say you're a translator, for example, we can also give you something to show for yourself for the work that you've done for your certifications. There's a DApp that's building on Secret Network called CertUp, and we intend to provide agents with achievements for certifications for any of the specializations that they've got. So if you join Secret Agents, you look to start a Web3 career, you will be able to build a CV with us as well.
I mean, that's unbelievably exciting that this is not only do you get to contribute directly to key network milestones and join all these awesome working groups, that you're going to be recognized for the privilege and have something that then you can show later as that status. I love the idea. You know, we've talked a lot about how the blockchain can be a source of and a store of reputation and truth. But we've also talked about how a private by default blockchain is ideal for this because it allows for the most choice by both who would be ever issuing that reputation or wanting to express that reputation. It's not all public by default on chain. It's still sort of a permission-based model on a permissionless system. If you want to reveal that you have some type of reputation and that you've accomplished something, it is always the user's choice to be able to do so, but you're not sort of forced to have 100% of your history observable to everybody all the time in a way that's like doxing your private information, right? Really, what makes this wonderful is that it's using Secret Network itself as a foundation for the type of system that we want agents to be able to use in the future, not just for their agency reputation, but for really anything that they would be doing in Web3, and then hopefully anything they would be doing in the real world after the fact. That's an ideal use case for blockchain, but really only if these privacy protections are built into the layer one. Has the reception to these ideas been really great from the agent community so far?
Yeah, we feel like everyone that enters in the secret agency, especially within the Secret Network, is very focused on the privacy aspect. It's kind of like there's a higher cause than most other crypto networks where you are you're chasing value in most cases, we think, but in this instance we're kind of fighting against these public by default systems that we have, and the majority of our community is very, very like-minded. There's an open discussion on privacy topics inside the Discord server. So if you go to the main Secret Network server and then just head down to privacy, you'll find the latest news on the privacy technology sphere, and the agents are very, very active inside that chat, providing feedback. If you have any questions related to something that's not even Secret Network based, but it does concern privacy, then you can pose them there, and I'm sure you'll find a healthy reception from the community.
What I've noticed is, at least in our university efforts, it's amazing that hook of privacy, as like we present Secret and how it's different, and then what it has to offer these students and developers that are still in school or just graduating. Not only can they do like what Skrilla and Brendan were saying, where, you know, come make a reputation for yourself, build a brand, and get training and a career, but you see the ones that when it clicks after that presentation that, oh man, developing on a private blockchain, I have a lot of different capabilities, right? My stash and NFTs are different, or I can build. We did a workshop for a decentralized Netflix at Mainnet New York that we're going to be implementing into our university presentations. You see that when students get that and it really clicks, that conversion to become an agent or then to use those resources like developer funds or mentorship inside the secret university if you're a developer, that you just get a much stronger response. Nobody's coming in for a in a for me mentality. It's a much more for the betterment of Web3 and applications being built. It's a very cool pull and very very nice to see from such a large community. And then that's what keeps people sticking around. They don't just come and leave.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm fresh off the back of a university lecture just last week with 5 UK universities over in Glasgow, Scotland, and they were all very much enticed by the privacy element. But the main question that they were asking before we set up the workshop and while we were doing kind of research into the audience was, how do we start a career in Web3? And I was thinking about it, and I was like, there's no one that tells you how to do this, really. If you haven't got a specific skill set, you're a developer or something like that, there's no one who tells you how to just jump in. A lot of the careers in Web3 are reputation based. You have to try and understand how a decentralized community operates, and how you gain reputation inside that structure. And it's just not written down anywhere. So we did actually flip the original workshop on its head. We did like a kind of half and half privacy and digital rights workshop, but then we went into careers and talked about our experiences in Web3. And for me, first and foremost, Secret Agency has been it's a recruitment program. At the end of the day, we take people from all walks of life with all skill sets, find out what they're good at, and put them in the place that best fits them for the network, where they can work to the best of their abilities, do what they enjoy, meet like-minded people, get mentorship, and develop a CV, and hopefully at some point get a job somewhere within the network. Most of the people that are on the call have been on that path or are walking along it at some point. Wesley, why don't you just jump in and talk about how that integrates with our international communities?
Yeah, so basically we created all kind of international channels from China till the Asia side. What we're trying to do is to get everything, that is our mission, to get everything as translated and reachable as possible. So for example, if I can give an example, we started with the translator team. Before that, we had the translation repository, where everyone could translate old articles, for example. Eventually, we evolved in a more high quality team that provides translations for really relevant articles, for example, or maybe in the future pre-translated articles. So, for example, for blogs or for learning articles. And yeah, what we're really trying to do is that everyone that doesn't have the skills to speak English properly with the technical aspects, they can just read it in their own language. For example, when I started with this translated site, I was watching Lani, for example, translate things in Dutch. And even when you are translating things, you are learning things from the technical aspect. So I think international-wise translators, it's really good that we set up this. And I hope to expand also not only secret network-based, but also, for example, for dApps in the future, because I think this is really needed. So that is translators-wise. We have a lot of community managers that share the news from every dApp. We're trying to expand it as well in Twitter accounts, having different language Twitters. And yeah, that's basically the international side.
Nice, thanks, Wesley. We also, so whilst the communities are set up all over the world, we're also taking the people who manage those communities and who perform the translations. We're also training them in leadership skills. We're training them on how to go to events all over the world and talk to people in the Web3 space and generate business leads for the network, speak to people like VCs and bring them in, and educate anyone that they meet, also onboarding devs as well. So a big part of our strategy is to track like cryptocurrency events globally, and we're also looking at Web2 events now as well in some respects for the new year. And we actually give agents the tools that they need, some merchandise, privacy hats, to go out to those events and create their own networks and their own communities. And then once they've created a network, we give them resources to run what we call secret workshops, where it's taking people, let's say, for example, at an Ethereum conference, and running a side event where they teach everyone that's got a wallet that's been doxed how to create a private wallet via secret network. So essentially how to start again crypto. Or if it's like an NFT conference, then we could show people how to mint a private NFT with private metadata on secret network. So yeah, there's all of the working groups and all of the activities that agents do. We try to intermingle them and give them as much opportunity as possible to develop themselves and to go out and create their own networks and become leaders and thought leaders in the space in their communities. So over the last quarter, we sent agents out to 12 events all over the world, from Colombia to Thailand to Czech Republic and Berlin, I believe, and Barcelona, London, all over the world, to go and be evangelists of Secret Network and represent the network. And Melch has created this program called the Secret Service, which is going to be our sort of boots on the ground team for next year. So Melch, why don't you tell us a little bit about Secret Service and what that's going to bring?
Yeah, this is my new little baby that I'm working with the foundation guys and Jay and everybody. It's a fun one because we've done our first 2 events that were very big events, and now we're scheduling out 1 per month. So the whole point of this Secret Service team is to get 3 to 5 agents. Obviously, we've had events where many more agents show up and help with either the booth or any capacities, handing out the privacy hats that everybody loves. But the Secret Service team will be 3 to 5 agents that are really going to step up. You know, they're going to go through a special field agent training, work one-on-one with myself and the foundation event coordinator, Lindsay. And their whole goal is to accomplish 3 or 4 direct goals that have a very direct effect on the network. And those are, real quickly, they're just mint an S badge. The S badge that's welcome to Secret Network, so that it tells you exactly how a private NFT works on Stash. To download a secret wallet. Right now we've got Fina Wallet that's just opened up their validator, so they're doing some really big things. But recruit as an agent or recruit a developer for Secret University, and that's what their focus is going to be. Right? We found that when we went to events, I know Brendan and I were at Decentral Austin in the summer, and there was a lot of agents there, but we needed to have a little more fine-tuned focus of what are we achieving, and does it have a direct ROI for Secret Network and the applications building on it? Because if we could make the application successful, obviously that's going to come back and make the network itself successful. And it's nice because it gives a huge opportunity to agents. So a big shout out to Paponks or Jose V, who's in here, to Charles Gomez and some of the other agents who stepped up and said, hey, I'll be a Secret Service. You know, they funded themselves to get there. They stepped up and worked the booth. They got those 4 direct results. And yeah, that's the Secret Service team in a nutshell. But we're doing 1 event per month. So anybody come join the events working group, and we'll get you spun up and doing some in real life events.
Yeah, and if I just wanted to add one thing, and that was an awesome intro to the field agents and the Secret Service, Melch. Really doing an awesome job with that. And one more thing, just, that we were noticing from our experience at Austin and dealing with other secret agents around the world is a lot of people in the community, a lot of secret agents, they know a lot about the network, but they're scared or they don't feel like they know enough to go to an event and represent the network. So part of what Melch and others have also done is put together this field agents conference guide where the goal is to really educate people on who are the different, people you're going to encounter at a conference if you're representing Secret Network. So if, you have a conference in your country or your town and you want to go and represent Secret Network, you're going to encounter a lot of different people. You may encounter developers that want to build on the network. It may be NFT creators that want to utilize the private metadata and unique access control properties of secret NFTs. It may be, infrastructure providers wanting to provide load balanced APIs, or venture capitalists that want to invest in projects on Secret Network. So what we found was like a lot of people were intimidated by, talking to a wide variety of people and being unsure of like what they should say in a different conversation. So part of this program also is, again, getting back to that, what Skrilla said about, tutoring people and mentoring people on how to start Web3 careers and things, is training these field agents up on how they can talk to these different people they're going to meet at events.
Yeah, not everybody can be Secret 00000. I think you're the original of original agents, Brendan. So you've got all the knowledge from a long time span.
I just made all the mistakes.
Nah, you did all right. You did all right, mate. Yeah, that feeds in nicely. I was going to save this till the end, but I've got a little bit of alpha for everybody who's listening so far. So we've actually just started in the vein of helping people overcome those kind of issues, confidence issues, teaching people how to speak to potential leads and business partners can be a bit of a scary situation, and even teaching people how to do stuff like this, where you're speaking publicly, even though it's faces on the screen, it might be in real life. I myself had a massive issue with this until I just kind of started doing it. But we are going to offer through the new negotiators working group, we're going to offer leadership, mentorship. We're going to offer classes in public speaking. We're going to work together to create new workshops and modify the existing ones. We're going to talk about experiences you've had when speaking with people, and it's just going to be a really open space. We're going to have a call once a week. We'll bring in different leaders from all around the network, hopefully even all around the cosmos, to talk about their experiences in negotiations and public speaking, that kind of those kind of areas. So if you're interested in joining, just head over to the Secret Network Discord server if you're already an agent, and you'll find Negotiators channel just underneath Engagers and Recruiters, I believe. So at the moment, everyone can post in there, and just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you, most importantly, what you want to get out of the Negotiators working group, because it's going to help us to make a kind of learning path that fits everybody. The more feedback you can give us, the better. It's very new. It's only started this morning, and it's only dinner time here where I am in Europe. So please get involved. If you're not an agent, I posted a link in the comments to join the agency. It's scrt.network/agent. We hope that everyone that's listening will join in, and if you're listening and you want to give a class, even better, get in touch with me. I'm gonna get you onto the schedule.
A free masterclass training from JXR. I know he'll be in there.
This is so cool.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we're expecting you to give a class one day tour.
Sure. You can tell me what I'm qualified to teach, and I'll teach it. Happy to do it. Well, we're about, halfway through. I'm going to repeat just quickly some housekeeping, the claim code for today's secret badge. I really think today's secret badge is an important secret badge because secret agents are always using things like secret badges to experiment with the network. They're constantly on the bleeding edge of everything that's built on secret, helping test new applications and helping build some of them themselves. So if you want to support them today, there's no better way than to actually use Secret Network and claim a private by default NFT as a free mint. The secret badge claim code today is agents. So if you click the link in the pinned tweet here, it'll take you straight to the page where you can claim your own free mint NFT in honor of the secret agency joining us today on Secret Spaces. Every week you'll be able to claim a new badge for attending Spaces. So thanks for attending here today. I know the agency guys appreciate it. And everybody in the secret ecosystem does appreciate your ongoing support, showing up here every week. So where were we? I mean, you guys are covering a lot of ground here. Is there anything really that we haven't covered to this point? We're going to leave the last bit of the space. Of course, if anybody in the audience has questions about the Agents program, has thought about joining the Agents program, just isn't sure what they would contribute to or what would be in it for them, feel free to jump up here, ask your questions.
Should we leak some Secret Agents 2.0? Is it too soon, or can we spill some alpha there?
Oh man, I think it's okay to leak the alpha a little bit, at least. I mean, if you have not been following Secret Agency, you may not even understand how wonderful the 1.0 effort around agency has been. I mean, everything to take it even to this point has been an iterative labor of love from a lot of individuals in the ecosystem, and it's wonderful to see the kind of value that they've brought to new entrants. We're trying to create the most open and empowering ecosystem in Web3, one that's driven by ethos and purpose more so than speculation, of course, and that's where the privacy ethos for our project really comes into play. So I think if people are curious about what's happening even next, people always love to be part of the future. As much as there's so much going on in the present, if you're joining Agents today, you will be part of building what the program becomes next. That's the nature of these kinds of DAOs, is that they are always evolutionary. So with that said, I think if you're ready to share a little bit of extra information, people would love to hear a little bit more about what you guys have been considering.
Oh, you guys always squeeze the alpha out, don't you? Okay. So feeding into the negotiators working group. So the goal of the negotiators working group is to train up agents to become the glue that really holds Secret Network together. So we're going to offer to all of the DApp teams that are building on Secret, we're going to offer direct support from agents. So you'll be able to come to us with any questions, technical questions as well from your development team. And we'll be creating FAQs that are going to benefit the rest of the network. We are organising several hackathon events in the new year, so keep your ears to the ground for those events. They're going to be, we're targeting Europe and the Middle East at the moment. There's plenty of testnet opportunities as well for agents that want to jump into some of the dApps that are in early stage development and help us iron out any bugs and fix the UI issues and stuff like that. So yes, the vision of Secret 2.0 is to just become this organization that anybody in the network can come to. We're connected to pretty much everybody, and we just want to be the conduit for communication really between all of the different moving parts of the decentralized organism that is Secret Network. So that's the vision, and we've already kind of put in structure into place to deliver it. Via things like negotiators working group. Our main goal is to train up our team and develop our team as much as possible to be able to perform all of the functions that we've discussed as best we possibly can. There is a couple more of working groups to go through, and I just want to bring in Wesley to talk about our strategy with social media and how we kind of market this stuff out to the world. So, Wesley, do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I first want to ask for the people that aren't still following the Secret Agency Twitter to follow, if they want, of course. But basically, I want to quickly say what we are doing at the Secret Agency Twitter through the week. So, for example, we start on Monday having... because since a couple of weeks, we also have the Agents of the Roundtable on the Thursday at the Secret Agency Twitter. And on the Monday, we have the weekly report for all the things we done the last week with the Secret Agency. And we are putting the 7 wins of the week online as a post on the Secret Agency media, Secret Agency Twitter. We got the guest announcement of the Age of the Roundtable as well on the Monday, and the riddle of the week. So
Agents of the Roundtable, for those that aren't aware, is our other podcast that's agent run. It takes place on Thursday afternoon. I think it's 1700 UTC on the SCRT _agency Twitter.
Yes. And on Tuesday, we got a weekly recap. That's also weekly. So basically, what we are providing there is all the events that was happening in the Secret Network ecosystem. We posted there because sometimes it's really hard for people to find every new update that is on the Secret ecosystem. So we just have a recap on the Tuesday. Starting from the Tuesday to the Sunday, we have the daily working group achievement summary. So that's basically every working group has his achievement, and we are just highlighting that every day. On the Wednesday, we have the fact of the week. That's basically the fact that people don't know about the ecosystem. And then another Agents of the Roundtable reminder. Thursday is the day of the Agents of the Roundtable. Twitter Spaces on 5 p.m. UTC, what Skrilla already said. And we have the word of the day. Also something like an informational thing related to words that are difficult for people to understand in the crypto space. And on Friday, we have the photo of the week to have more interaction. And basically in the Saturday and Sunday, we have not many things yet, but on the Sunday, we have like a recording from the things that we did that week with the secret agency. And what we want to do in the future is more that we want to get more live things from events, like real pictures that people can engage with that. Also, we want to provide more possibilities for dApps to promote their own announcements, for example, that we can all push that into the right direction. So basically that is what we are trying to do. We are also starting a Instagram very soon for the people that aren't much involved with the secret Twitters, the Twitter itself, I mean. But for maybe the younger people between 18 and 35 that are more into Instagram. So we want to expand that as well. And putting there more information as well. So that is basically what we are trying to do at the moment.
Yeah, thanks, Wesley. We're really looking for people who are experienced with Instagram content, Reels creation, and Twitch as well. We want to live stream some of these workshops. So if you're a Twitch streamer or you love to create Reels on Instagram, do get in touch with us. We'd love to bring you on board. Okay, we've just been joined by Ertuman, who leads the education working group. Ertuman, do you want to talk about some of the stuff that you guys do in your working group, including design as well?
Sean is actually working mostly with me on education. What we do is we help people create content. I guess that's the easiest way to describe it. So we're hopefully a good knowledge base in the network to help people understand the network better, ask any questions they have. This can be developers, VCs, but also users or anyone in the network in particular. And alongside that, we create content together with the foundation team, not only written, but also video, create threads for Secret Labs to better explain the tech stack that Secret has, and just all over, hopefully educate users and investors one by one, as long as they are using it and following all our channels. So that's what we do. So if you're interested, want to help out, create some content, then feel free to join the working group, send us a message, and we have some bounties out to create some of the content we are looking for right now. So it's always fun to interact and help you create some nice pieces that you can put in your CV or in your portfolio for later as well.
Well, in an effort to poach all of your guys' agents to bring them over to the university working group, here's my quick pitch on it. The university working group is the one that I help lead and definitely has gotten some fast results. We've partnered with over 30 universities. I think we're up to 32 exactly. But that is the same efforts that we're doing with like the Secret Service team, right? We want agents to be able to come in and get activated quickly. If you know how to partner with universities, or you're good at presenting, like Ertuman's awesome with the technical stuff, so he's going to be helping us out present to Virginia Tech this Thursday. And then at the end, we recruit either agents, devs, Fina wallet downloads, or mint your first S badge right there in the university presentation. It's one of the most attended weekly working groups, and it's a fun one. These guys pull in a lot of results. So thank you to everybody that's already in there, and hopefully everybody comes join the university one instead of Erdemann or anybody else's. So I'm going to try to steal them from you guys.
Keeping in mind, of course, that agents are free to contribute across multiple working groups. And many agents who do start contributing to a single working group often discover that they have friends working on other working groups that they then begin to explore. I mean, there's a million different ways to contribute. And I should stress again, these are all opportunities that come with not only responsibility, but reward, right? It's not just like the work is its own reward, but people have gotten paid positions from this, both part-time and full-time. They've started companies within the secret space. They've started validators, and they make money from their validators within the secret ecosystem. They meet co-founders. They join organizations that are already building in the ecosystem, or nearby it, right? Like they join other Cosmos projects, or they join projects elsewhere in Web3 on Ethereum. This is just an amazing front door for builders. And again, the main reason you should be passionate about this program is not just because of its structure and its opportunities, not just because of the people leading it and participating in it, but because it all ties back to a real ethos that we have for the Web3 space. We really want to see privacy-centric solutions built alongside decentralized solutions. And we firmly believe as an ecosystem, these two things have to go hand in hand. You cannot have sustainable decentralized platforms that don't provide user privacy. They just will not be sustainable. They will not serve the users they purport to. But you also cannot have private solutions, like privacy solutions for users, that don't have this aspect of decentralization. Otherwise, they're always going to be under threat, or it's going to put the users at risk. So decentralization and privacy need to go hand in hand. With Secret and its technologies, they do, and also with Secret agents, they absolutely do. These are the global evangelists who help to ensure that that message is heard loud and clear, not just by developers and not just by investors, but by anybody who's passionate about using the internet and all of these technologies that are being developed in Web3. And we couldn't be more happy to make sure that they're all finding a home within Secret Network and within the Secret Agency, and then eventually, hopefully, finding their home within long-standing sustainable projects within our ecosystem that help make better solutions for users in every market and every country and continent around the world. We got 10 minutes left till the top of the hour, so I just wanted to break in and remind people, if you've got questions about the Secret Agency program or anything else related to it, we always leave the end of the call for your questions. Please stick your hands up here. We'll try to get many of you onto the stage. The best people to answer your questions are already up here. They would be delighted to talk with you about their work, or delighted to talk to you more about the opportunities in the program. And feel free to introduce yourself as you ask your question, but just make sure it's a question. And we'll use the next 10 minutes for that, and then we'll just wrap up with some calls to action for anything that we may have missed. Go ahead, Victoria, I brought you up.
Hey, thanks for the opportunity. I just wanted to bring to light the group in Secret Africa. They're a huge part of the agent program. So I wanted to hear from Pope Black about how many agents there are over there. What are some past successful events that he's been involved with, and what can we look forward to in the future with them?
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. So in Secret Africa, we have over hundreds of agents currently active in every applications. And except from that, throughout third quarter, we've attended several events. We're able to generate leads, and we're able to come up with some good partners for Secret Africa as well. So we also plan to organize hackathon and other events in Africa. We have a lot of developers in Africa, and we believe we need to build applications for privacy preserving. We need to build privacy preserving applications for African consumers as well, and for African users. And also, we also plan to partner with some of these applications on the ecosystem in order to foster their growth in Africa, in order to push them to the market, and find favorable consumer for them and their products as well. So yeah, we have a lot of things in pipeline which we are working towards, and yeah, we'll be releasing more of it as time goes on. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Pope, you're running an education podcast. It's more nice. is it 1930 UTC on the Secret Africa Twitter, right?
Yeah, we usually have activities every week. On Mondays, we usually have Monday updates with show. So in that Monday update we shall keep you guys updated with every recent activities happening on the ecosystem. And on Wednesday, it's educational Twitter series and Telegram series and Discord as well. So we educate for about some of the topics in Web3s, and also we educate for about privacy in applications, and also general topics as well. While on Friday, it's a CIFA game night. So I would believe we need to engage it more with what's going on in the ecosystem. So we test agents' knowledge on things going on in the ecosystem. Then they compete against each other, talk more about what they understand by privacy and other concepts in the ecosystem as well. And then they are rewarded with NFT badges and SCRT as well. So we just make sure we keep those agents engaged, we keep them familiar with the ecosystem, and we make sure they are actively performing in other applications as well.
Thanks very much. Does anyone else have a question? If you do, then just request to speak, and we'll bring you up to the stage.
While we're waiting for a question to come up, since we've got all of us in one place, I would love to ask one question, which is that if we wanted to try to get another 10,000 secret agents into the program, what do you think is the one thing that we can or could be doing? Like what's stopping us from going out there and finding the next 10,000 secret agents who can help become these evangelists across every market? I'm curious if any of you have personal perspectives. Even you don't have to speak on behalf of the agency, but just yourselves. I kind of always ask these questions of dApps that come on Secret Spaces too. I'm like, what would it take to onboard another 1 million users to your secret app? So what do we think it would take to get thousands, tens of thousands more agents engaging with the program that we're not already doing?
I think from my perspective, I think we need to be everywhere. The much more awareness everyone has, the much more people know about our system and our ecosystem.
Yeah, I think if we start with the universities and create communities within universities that can lead our international communities, which Wesley is doing right now, then we've got a brilliant jump-off point to onboarding more people that are excited by the prospect of a private by default blockchain and want to build with us or want to become our next negotiators or key opinion leaders or designers. I think the universities is the key to all of this, and through that we can train our Secret Service agents and send them out to events all over the world.
Yeah, I think that's a good mix of students and catching young developers. I think when you catch young developers, they're going to go on and build maybe the killer app or just an app that brings on a ton of users. And what I've noticed is back when we used to do events, wallets are now key, right? Before then, we didn't have a very good mobile wallet. Now we almost have more than you can remember to choose from. So I think what I've noticed in recent presentations is having that ability right there on the phone, whether it's a virtual presentation to university and they scan a QR code and they're able to pick, I'm a developer, I'm going to Secret University, I'm joining the agents program and being a translator or whatnot. Having that wallet effect and just makes that onboarding so much easier. And then tying that with universities and in real life events is going to make recruitment very sticky.
I also wanted to say that it may be a good idea, but we're already talking about it, but to attend more Web2 conferences, get more Web2 people into the Web3 space. I think that's also a good thing to add.
I wonder if we could get a join the Secret Agents page in our new mobile wallet, Fina. I just thought about that while you were talking about.
Yeah, we've actually got it. Maybe not on the website, but we have it on the secret link tree. So we have those 4 initiatives and we say, hey, here's your Fina wallet, download it. Here's Stash, you can interact with it right here. And here's how you mint your S badge. And it really blows people's minds. Like, whoa, I just did that on my phone. I have a private NFT. Here's the private metadata to a link that shows me a YouTube video nobody else can see except for me because I minted this. It is a very cool effect. And you see, I think that's going to really light a fire for the agency program.
There's a lot of light bulb moments like that. When I even go to meetups personally, I'm not necessarily selling people on any dApp or another, but I'm just explaining the network and I'm trying to explain the value of privacy. And the biggest the biggest thing that we always are dealing with in terms of education around the network is people are like, privacy in crypto just means money laundering. And we're trying to say, no, it's about providing experiences that can't be provided on any other network, where we're trying to make these intangible things like privacy and empowerment and consent. We're trying to make them tangible through our applications. So the more agents are helping to teach people globally around what that can feel like on an application, on the network, the more people start having those kinds of good feelings directly about the network, the more that makes them want to dig deeper, explore, discover these other applications, but also these other people. So one other thing I'd want to probably stress is the key next step for people is discovering community. They're discovering the product, sure, you're getting that light bulb moment, that's getting them thinking. How do we ensure all these people then come into the secret agent channels, the secret Discord, the Discords for all the different apps on the network, start discovering other thinkers or other creators, and making those calls to action really clear. A lot of what agency is about and can be about is just making sure that everybody coming into the network understands that there are many paths, and they help them walk those paths. And most of what that path means is discovering other people who can walk alongside you. As the program grows, we know that's going to get tougher because there's so many thousands of people who could join, but it's essential that you kind of find your co-conspirators when you join a program like this. You find people in your local market or find people with similar passions. You just talk, you discover, and then you decide to build something in the place that you've already decided to make your home, because you trust that home, you trust this private by default foundation. Really excited to see the work continue on educating and onboarding, but most excited of all to see these people come into the secret Discord, introduce themselves for the first time and say, hey, I found out about Secret through Secret Agency. I'm a secret agent now. Here's what I'm about. Here's what I care about. Here's how I found this, but here's what I want to do next. That's going to be the most exciting next step for me. And I'm really excited for you guys to continue helping as many people in our ecosystem take those next steps as possible.
Yeah, I'll just say, guys, think very, very hard about what you want your cool secret agent name to be before you sign up, because it's quite hard to walk back once everybody knows a name.
I'm Tor. How do you think I feel? My agent name is the same as my actual name. What a mistake I've made. I could have been anything.
It's a cool name. It's a cool name regardless.
I could have been Whisper Node. I could have been anything. It would have been really dope. Well, guys, we're here at the top of the hour. One last time, give your calls to action. I'll share quickly the claim code for today's badge. So remember, we do have a pinned tweet here. If you have not claimed your secret badge yet, these are free to mint NFTs. Secret agents work with a lot of these free to mint NFTs as they onboard people through the program. They're also working with CertUp, as they mentioned earlier. But if you want to go and mint your very first secret NFT, you can do that right now by going to the link in the pinned tweet. And you'll need the claim code. The secret claim code for today is not that secret, I guess. The claim code is AGENTS, all capital letters, AGENTS. That claim code will let you mint this badge. It's free to mint. It'll land right in your secret wallet. You'll just need to unlock it, create a permit, and then that's for you to have. And then, of course, if you want to set up a public profile, you can. You can be a public agent, but you can always be a private agent. It's totally up to you. That's the way that it works. So thank you again to the Secret Agency team. Last calls to action, maybe throw to Skrilla for people who want to go and join the program. Obviously, I'll tell them they should go to scrt.network/agents. Where else can they go to keep learning more about the program? We're talking more with you guys and diving deeper into the community.
Yeah, you can head over to our Twitter. It's scrt_agency. There you'll find all of our podcasts and updates on what we've been doing. We have our events call, which is correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but it's at 1600 UTC every Wednesday. So that's where you can learn about the latest events that we're going to all around the world. You can also ask us if there's a particular event in your city that you'd like to attend as a secret agent, and we can look and see who else is in your area and pair you up with people to go along. But yeah, our DMs are always open as well, so feel free to send us a message and ask us any questions, and we hope to see you over at the Secret Agency.
Thank you, everybody, for attending today. You heard it. Follow all these awesome people on stage. Follow Secret Agency. Follow Secret Network. And we will catch you in the Secret Discord, chat.scrt.network. Come talk to us. We would love to get you connected with projects that are ongoing in the space. Like I said, there are rewards and opportunities available for everybody, regardless of your background, regardless of your skills. We would love to work with you. Thank you again, guys, and we'll see you next week on Secret Spaces. Same time, same channel, 4 p.m. UTC. We'll see you back here on Twitter. Thanks, everyone, and have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.